Hey, what up, guys? This is Rolando G. Just wanted to share my thoughts on the Adam 22 Lena the Plug situation. Everybody's been going bonkers over this, and I'm gonna just keep it real brief. This guy is what you call a businessman. He's made first. He was a BMX, I guess, skate. What is he? Yeah, with BMX with bikes. He was a guy that was coming up in the ranks of the X Games and everything. This guy is basically what you call anything that goes type guy. And you could tell he was this. If you look at his documentary, I forget the name of it, but he came up like a regular Caucasian white guy, middle class, and some of these guys, they just do extreme. They later on say, okay, I have an idea, I want to do it, and they go for it. Adam 22 is an opportunist. He's always been. Ever since I started plugging into this guy, I found out later on he was doing. He got with old girl here, his good looking wife. What's her name? Lena. They were doing. I heard volumes of him doing pee scenes, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't even know that, but I knew for what he was and having the podcast No Jumper, but I did not know that other side to him. He ends up marrying a woman like her, and you understand what the situation is. You understand what the situation is. Adam 22 is in this business. He's in this business to make a profit. And because recently the controversy is his wife has done a peace scene with a brother by the name of Jason, who is in the pee business like she is. So what's the big deal here? What's the big deal here? You could call Adam what you want to call him. Call him a CUCK. He might be that, yes. But on the other side of things, he's a grown man. He made this decision. And these are the results. Simple as that. And it looks like it's going to build his brand even more. Now, if this is a fatal blow to his psyche and his mental health, I don't know what to say. No, I don't know what to say. I mean, I really don't feel bad for him because he signed up for this. He knew what his wife was. He knows what his wife did and what they continue to do even in their coupling of marriage. So, it, you know, it's to me ludicrous to put him in this, like, everybody. I'm not trying to give him a pass for what he's doing. God knows I'm not. But at the same time, this man has made a decision with his career. It's a career path that he graduated to from BMX, having his own BMX line of bikes and business with that, and it growing into a multi-million dollar, thing that he did with that because he came from extreme sports. Now he's doing this. Now he's doing this. And you can't hate him for it. You can't really knock him for it. Yeah, it's trifling. Yeah, it might be sickening what he just allowed his wife to do in most cases. But at the same time, this is the reality of this is the reality that we're in. And this is what he's doing. There are a lot of the things I'm not going to co-sign. I'm not co-signing for him at all. I'm just saying this is his reality and people just need to stop. But the more you talk about it, the more it's giving him it's bad publicity, as they always say. It somehow becomes good publicity. Now, if this in the long run tears him up, I'm not sure. They do have a daughter together. I don't know how many more kids they plan on having, but somewhere down the line, his kids are probably going to question this. They're probably going to find out, hey, mom and dad were swapping partners doing pee scenes. you know. You just cannot sit here and tell me you're feeling sorry for a guy who is a businessman who's graduated to this point in his career as a YouTuber slash mogul. He was about to, I think, put out a record label with these nowadays type of hip hop rappers. I mean, the guy, you got to give it up to him in some voice. He knows how to market himself. He's not really exploiting his wife because his wife has already exploited herself anyway, in some form or fashion. She was in the PE entertainment industry before they met. So I don't understand why you're saying that he's doing this to his wife because she was already doing this. There's a podcast they did less than 2 years ago where she was sitting and talking about doing scenes with other guys. And he was sitting there on a bump on the log, stuck, didn't say nothing, didn't tell her to retract anything. He knew going in, this is the kind of woman he has married. She's in the business. She brought him into the business. They have a podcast that turns into a P scene with them and the other girl called The Plug, with him and her called Lena the Plug. That's what she is. She plugs him into these other young lady talents, whatever, that are well known, that have OnlyFans. They've done scenes in the past. They're, I think they had a scene, as far as I remember, and I think it was online. They posted just the interview part, and after the interview part, they get down to the nitty gritty. Okay, and I think it was Angela White they did a scene with. Okay, on that show that's in relation to what she is, Lena the Plug, aka she plugged her husband Adam 22 in to meet up with these other ladies, and they do scenes together. So this is not anything new. This is what we've known Adam 22 is in with his P star wife. She brought him in as a P star in some form. So you saw this coming. You saw this coming. Him doing and her as a fantasy of being with a brother BBC. I mean, it looks like she'd be that type because there's a lot of good looking Lena plugs out here that want that in some form or fashion. I'm not saying, because I've never met these kind of females automatically like that, but But yeah, man. I mean, like Rolando G with the lowdown on my take on this whole Adam 22 and his wife Lena situation. This is for them to get more ad revenue to their brand. They're building themselves up. Whether it's trifling, it is, but it's business at the end of the day. And I'm learning how to cope with this new era of how people are living. It's beyond me because I was raised to be, not involved in certain things and not looking at certain things. And I mean, it's bad enough already that my mother's religious and I got to deal with her. Hellfire and brimstone to me, and I'm not even doing what half Adam 22, and me and him around the same age. I think Adam 22 is born in 1983. I believe. I think he's born in 83. I'm a year older than him. So it's just crazy, man. But I gotta admit, though, Lena is a very attractive lady, but she's in that P lifestyle, and he's in it with her. So we gotta understand, to consider the source here. So that's all I gotta say about this controversy of Adam 22 allowing his woman to take, another P star, BBC actor by the name of Jason. They even had an interview with him while on, and he was, I guess, saying he wouldn't allow this if he was in Adam's shoes. But I mean, what is that? To try to clown the guy? I mean, like I said, Adam knew what he was getting himself into when he married this chick. She was doing scenes way before they met. She was like, I think, a newbie in the business back in 2000. 2016, I think. So she's been a P star for about almost 8 years. So she would be considered a veteran in the latter part of the 20 teens going into the 2020s. Along from what they've been doing as scenes with other girls. Now she's doing something solo with this guy, and she agreed, I think, to do only stuff with him because they're husband and wife now. So she wants to share that with him, which they have been doing. So, I mean, come on. Anyways, that's all I got to say for this. Y'all stay safe. Happy Friday. The weekend's coming. I got to work. To all my black brothers out there, Afro-American men, SYSBM, you already know what it is. Rolando G, more content to come. Sorry I've been not on here as much, but just had to weigh in my 2 cents on the Lena the Plug, wife of Adam 22 situation. It's very controversial. And at the same time, I don't, this is, I can say I'm jealous, but you know what? I'm not. This is how a lot of people around my generation and the generation under us are coming up these days. And this is what it is. I don't accept it, but I recognize it. And I just say, hey, to each his own. To each his own. But I hope that this doesn't mess with Adam. I really hope it doesn't. But at the same damn time, people can get over stuff more than I could get over stuff sometimes, But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And when it is what it is, it cannot be denied. All right. I'll see y'all soon again on another commentary. I'm out. Peace.